I get it. You're thinking about moving to the Villages, Florida, but suddenly you're hearing words like CDD, bond, non-ad valorem taxes, and then the amenity fee. Your head will start to spin. What do they mean? Are they the same thing, or are they four different ways to confuse new homeowners? You're not alone. My name is Caitlin, and this is Visit the Villages, Florida, where we dive into everything related to real life, real estate, and retirement in one of the most unique and talked about 55 plus communities. I'm here today at the Rohan Regional Recreation Center, located off of Morse Boulevard and State Route 44. This is towards the southern end, but will probably eventually end up right around the middle with how much the Villages is growing. This rec center is special because it's massive when we're talking about outdoor courts. This is a great spot to watch some of the pickleball tournaments because there is a small bleacher section outside of one of the courts. This location is also notable because on the other side of the intersection is where the new Walmart is getting built. And this is supposed to be like an innovative super Walmart, and it's in the same parking lot as the Village's grown greenhouses. Just a few streets down, there's a different kind of construction going up, and that is the Village's first Hooters. It's expected to open sometime in summer 2025, so we'll see. So I guess we can now have another place for wings. Anyway, so we're going to get into today's topic because there is a lot to go over. The first thing to know about moving to the Villages is that nobody is really from here. We all come from somewhere else, whether it's another part of Florida or up north to escape those long winters. And once you get here, your vocabulary will start to change. You'll come across tax structures and community fees that aren't quite what you're used to. But don't worry, I'm going to make things simple, and today we are going to break down some of the most commonly misunderstood terms, such as the CDD, the bond, non-ad valorem taxes, and the amenity fee, and how they can affect your cost of living here in the Villages, Florida. Let's start with the CDD. That stands for Community Development District. So under Florida law, Chapter 190, these are special purpose government entities that exist to plan, maintain, and finance infrastructure in a defined area, like your neighborhood or village. So in plain English, a CDD is kind of like a mini government. It's designed to manage things like roads, stormwater, landscaping, streetlights, and these recreation facilities. It's not an HOA. It is public and accountable with rules governed by state laws. So who runs it? Each CDD is governed by 5 members of a board, originally appointed by the developer, but after a few years, the residents get to elect their own board. That board then appoints a district manager who oversees the day-to-day operations. The CDD pays for infrastructure by issuing municipal bonds, basically borrowing money up front to build the area. These bonds are then repaid by the homeowners through a special assessment that appears as a non-ad valorem tax on your annual tax bill. So here's where it's all going to start to connect. The CDD is the entity. The bond is the loan that it takes out, and the non-ad valorem tax is how it all gets repaid by you and your neighbors. The bond is typically financed over 30 years, and that cost is split evenly across all the homes in the neighborhood. So if there are more homes on the land, each share of the bond will be smaller. Larger lots will have fewer homes. The bond share will be higher. Most bonds in the Villages range from $15,000 to over $50,000 when they're first issued. You pay interest on it too, just like a mortgage. So you can pay off the bond early, and many people do that to eliminate interest. But it is important to know, paying it off will not increase your home's value. It just makes your property more attractive to a larger pool of buyers. Also, even if you pay off your bond, you will still owe the maintenance assessment, which stays on your tax bill forever. That covers things like landscaping and lighting for your district. So, let's talk about your actual tax bill. I'm going to go ahead and use Sumter County as an example, since it is the largest county in the Villages, and that's where I live, so it'll be easy for me to explain. Your bill will be divided into 2 categories: ad valorem taxes, that is based off of your home's assessed value, and these cover county services, city and local municipality if it's applicable, and then SWIFMUD, which is the Southwest Florida Wastewater Management District. Whew. Non-ad valorem taxes are a flat fee, and they include the bond, if there's still an outstanding balance on it, the maintenance assessment, and then fire and EMS. So to look at the Sumter County Fire Rescue, for example. So if your bond is paid off, your tax bill will go down, but only by the removal of the bond repayment portion. Understood? So in buying a home in the Villages, always ask what the remaining bond balance is. It can also be a great negotiation tool. You might be able to get the seller to pay it off before closing to reduce your future tax burden. Now, let's talk about something that people really ask about all the time, and that is the amenity fee. Currently, this is summer of 2025, it is $199 for new homeowners, and it is not connected to the bond or the CDD. Instead, it is what funds all of the fun stuff that makes the Villages so unique. That includes access to recreation centers throughout the entire Villages, not just your area. All of the swimming pools, pickleball and tennis courts, softball fields, over 40 executive 9-hole courses. And yes, it is for the entire household, not just per person. Your amenity fee is billed through your utility statement along with water, sewer, and irrigation, and it can be adjusted over time to account for inflation. But honestly, when you look at what you're getting for over 3,000 social clubs, 100 plus rec centers, hundreds of miles of golf cart paths, and live music 365 days a year, there's really nothing else quite like it, especially for under $200. So we're going to do a really quick recap since this was a lot. So we talked about the CDD, and that is a mini government that manages your neighborhood, also called a village. The bond, the development cost that you are helping to repay. Non-ad valorem taxes, where those charges show up. The amenity fee, the funds that give you access to the fun stuff. I know this was a lot of information, and let's face it, taxes and fees aren't exactly exciting or what people want to talk about, but these are important things to understand before making the move, especially out of state, big move once you're retiring. If you have questions about the bond, amenity fee, or future property taxes in the Villages, drop a comment below or contact me directly. My contact information stays at the top of these videos in each and every video, and then it's also located in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Caitlin with Visit the Villages Florida, and I will see you around next time. Until then, be kind to one another. I am sorry if I stressed you out a little bit, but this is important information, so we need to get it out as much as we can. Hope it was helpful.